you've seen obviously they're an easy target, or it's an easy target, BP, when you see the damage in the Gulf. But you assign more to this than just that as far as the Obama administration. And some of it is kind of interesting to talk about it, and that is that the president actually has a vendetta against BP.
Well, Joe, I do think there are one or two indications that President Obama is not very friendly disposed towards the United Kingdom. One of his first acts on entering office and going into the White House was to have the bust of Churchill removed. Now, the story is that his grandfather was badly treated by the British in Kenya when they ruled it. I don't know the history. I haven't really looked at that. But there does seem to be a sort of deliberate hostility in the way that President Obama went around referring to it as British petroleum all the time, and almost using the disaster as a way of hitting back at the Brits. That, I think, has played very badly on this side of the water, and indeed from my friends on your side of the water, it's also played badly because they too think that he should have concentrated on getting the spill sorted out and then deal with who got what wrong. And I think his attacks on the United Kingdom, using this and other things as an excuse, are unfortunate because we would like to maintain a strong special relationship with the United States.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lord Monckton, what a perfect company to also further a sort of an anti-hydrocarbon stance because of global warming and climate change views as well. You can the moratorium itself obviously gave him an opportunity to spend a third of the speech on energy policy, on moving on alternative energy policy, and now you have the bad guy as a British company as well.
Well, certainly, I think the using the oil spill as an excuse to attack fossil fuels is, again, something unfortunate. After all, a lot of American jobs are already being lost because of the campaign against carbon, which, as best we can make it out in the United Kingdom Independence Party, is an entirely misplaced campaign. Our own policy is that our own climate change bills should be set aside and no more spending should be made on this issue until a Royal Commission has fairly heard both sides of the case and has then reported. Because it's becoming very clear that the weather simply hasn't been warming up over the last 60 years as fast as the formulae in the IPCC reports would lead us to believe. The problem is perhaps only 1/3 as bad as they say it is, and that means it's no problem at all. So I think the danger we're getting into here is that Obama and other forces are using this oil spill as an excuse to say, well, there you are then, hydrocarbons are not only bad for pelicans, they're also bad for the planet, and so let's close them down. However, I also notice that in the Senate, they are no longer proceeding even with a cut-down version of a cap-and-trade bill. They've realized they simply don't have the votes. And the reason why they don't have the votes is that the American people have now come to understand that it's a large coalescence of vested interests worldwide that has been pursuing this global warming scare, but fewer and fewer ordinary people any longer believe it. And as best I can make it out from having looked closely at the science, they are right not to believe it.
Lord Monckton, I want to have you back to talk. You wanted to debate Al Gore. That never happened. I saw the ads. I don't remember what the reason was. It's a little preoccupied at this point. May not be a good time to ask him for that now, but I would like to have you back on and talk more about this.
Well, I'd be delighted to do that. And Al, baby, if you do happen to be watching, my challenge remains open. If you're so confident of your position, then step up to the plate. No. Otherwise, take off your jersey and retire.
He's got, he's got his Academy Award and a Nobel Peace Prize, which just that statement in and of itself is pretty amazing. But thank you, Lord Monckton, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Not a lot of people have both. A lot of people win the Nobel Peace Prize aren't in the audience at the end. Usually they're in, a Thai prison or they're somewhere. Yeah, they're not sitting with the stars at the Academy Awards.
No, people writing in that he may feel differently about the oil spill if it was the White Cliffs of Dover that were being washed over with oil.
He just was. He wasn't endorsing the oil spill. I just think he was.
Anyway, we'll talk to him again soon.